Alright, hey guys, I am going to show you how to do a nail removal. So removing the wraps from nails. I'm going to be removing them from my daughter's nails. She has a couple of Jamberry. I just put 2 on her. And then also we're going to be showing how to remove them from acrylic. Okay, so first things first is you're going to need some oil. I like to either remove with oil or with a nail polish remover. So one oil I don't suggest using is a garlic oil. Stinky! You can use any kind of oil though. Extra virgin olive oil, a coconut oil, which we're going to be using the coconut oil today. You're going to need to put it in a little ramekin, have a paper towel, you're going to need an orange stick to break the seal of your wrap, and then I like to use a flosser to take off that final part of the wrap. Okay, so first I'm going to remove my daughter's 2 nail wraps that she has on, and for her removal I'm going to be using the nail polish removal method. It's a little bit harsher. It's not one that I really recommend. I'm still going to use it on my daughter though, because I can't use it on the acrylic. You don't want to use that on top of that or on the gel. It will remove that from your hand. You can also use Jamberry's nail wrap removal. So that isn't as harsh, but it still can dry out the nail. So you're going to want to use something to moisturize your hands afterwards, like our Nourish. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is I have my little mini heater going. It's not loud, so everybody should be getting one. I have the mini heater going. I'm just going to take her nails and I'm just going to blast a little bit of heat on them. I don't want to hit too much. Is it warm enough, sweetie? Yeah? Okay. And then also I am going to just break the seal of her wrap. So I don't want to pull the wrap off. I am simply just creating that little break where I'm trying to take the wraps off. Okay, and you can use either side of your orange stick. Sorry, I don't want to hurt you. Okay, so as you can see, it's starting to lift up a little bit. Okay, so now that you have that break, I'm going to take a little bit of the nail polish remover, and I just pour it in the cap. And then also, I'm going to go ahead and do her second one. That way we can do both at the same time. And you can see how easy it is. So on all of your wraps, you'll break the seal and get them ready. It's kind of like prepping your nails. Just going to get it ready. Okay. And then you're going to soak each nail. Just dip your finger in there. And it's going to be cold, but you just want to soak it for about 30 seconds. Now you don't have to fully submerge it. You can also dip your finger. I mean, you can put the remover on a cotton ball and hold it over there on your nail, but you don't have to put your fingers in if you don't want to. I just think that this is really easy. Okay, and then I'm going to use a flosser. So one of those little kids things that they use for their teeth. I'm going to use this as a gentle way to remove the wrap. So as you can see, do you see how that wrap is bubbling off? It is pretty clear that it's, you know, basically just going to come off. It eats through the adhesive, okay? And then it's going to take off that top layer. So as you can see, real easy. It's just coming right off. It's not hard. If it gets stuck at all, like it's kind of sticking a little bit right there, you can just go both ways on the wrap. And then if you feel like it's getting stuck at all, just put your finger back in to remove that wrap. And again, you know, just a little bit more will probably just get that right off. Bam! Bam! Super awesome. So what I'm also going to do is I like to use a little bit of the Jamberry cleanser. And I just wipe off any of that acetone or nail polish remover. That way it kind of gives her finger, you know, I don't want all those chemicals on there really. So nice and neat. We're going to take this one off also in just a second, but I just wanted to show you guys how easy that is. All right, okay, so I just removed Corinne's wraps. with a little bit harsher of a removal method, which is using the acetone remover, or you know, using the Jamberry nail wrap remover. So what I like to do personally is I really like to use coconut oil. I mean, it brings baby birds back to life. You can take off nail wraps. That was a joke, by the way, the baby birds. So you can do all kinds of things with coconut oil, the oil pulling, blah, blah, blah. But this is super safe, so it's what I like to use. I use the organic, but you can get any type of oil. So just to prove to y'all that you can get any type of oil, I'm also going to use extra virgin olive oil on the opposite hand. Okay, so you're still going to need your orange stick, and you can use your flosser for removal, and we're going to be using a little blast of heat on the nail wraps to get those softened off. Okay, so we are going to remove these wraps off of acrylic. Okay, so first thing we are going to do is blast a little bit of heat on them just to loosen up the adhesive, and it really just takes a second. And then we are going to take the orange stick and break the seal. You always want to do this for any removal that you do. You want to just blast a little bit of the heat on there with your mini heater, which I will turn off, and you probably won't hear a huge difference. And then you're going to just break the seal around on your wraps. And with this hand, we are doing a removal with coconut oil. So it won't cause any damage to the acrylic or to the nail. And one thing I really love about it is it gives your nail a good moisturizing. So if you have really dry hands or dry cuticles or anything like that, it's going to be super great. So we have a little bit of coconut oil in there. It barely takes any. You can just use your finger. And just use your finger, and you're just going to work it underneath that wrap. So again, because this is a gentle removal, it takes a little bit longer to take these wraps off than it would taking off the with the acetone or with a fingernail polish, because this is a gentle removal. So we have to really work it underneath to start sliding that off. So she's just going to be working on one nail. We're going to work on one nail. And then also, another thing you can do is take that flosser. Now with acrylics, you aren't damaging your nail. So you can go from end to end and practically pull everything off. Or you can work the, if you don't have anything on your nail, then you want to go side to side, just like she's doing right now. If you don't have any acrylic on your nail, you want to go side to side so it doesn't damage your nail. But if you have acrylics or a gel on, it really doesn't matter if you go end to end, because you don't have any nail on there, so you're not damaging it. So, bam, real easy, didn't damage any of the nail, actually gave it some extra moisturizer on there, totally done. Look. Okay, so we've already started to break the seal on the wrap. Sorry, it's a little dark in here. So we're going to continue doing that. You just want to give it a little blast of heat. Again, before you start doing that, it will loosen up the wrap. And this time we are using some olive oil instead of using the coconut oil. You can literally, any oil is fine. Doesn't matter. Castor oil, just kidding. Any oil you want to use is perfectly fine. All right, so we are going to use the extra virgin olive oil. Again, just any kind that you want. You really want to rub it underneath where you've broken the seal of your wrap and get it under there. And if you have acrylics on, you can go end to end on your nail, and it's not going to damage any part of your nail. So it's perfectly fine to do that. So she is taking off her wraps a little bit more aggressively than most people would, but let's say you do just have your nail on here. This is your regular nail. You don't want to be real abrasive with this, okay? If you had a regular nail on here, then you would just be working this oil underneath your wrap like this. And as you can see, I'm just slowly working it under there. You don't want to pull on your nail. at all. You literally want to take your time when you're doing this non-abrasive method, because you do not want to ruin your nail. If you peel this wrap off in a harsh way, it is going to rip your nail off. But she has an acrylic, so that's why we took it off a lot more aggressively that last time. But as you can see, you can just roll the oil too and just keep working it underneath the nail. It's not going to affect it or hurt it in any way, and it will continue to moisturize the nail underneath, your cuticles, and all around. Okay, so I'm taking this one off very gently just so you guys can see. It doesn't take that long, and then again you can just rub that oil in and moisturize it. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing with this one, and that is a wrap. That's how you remove your nail wraps in a gentle way.